So I'm out working on the 17-foot boat, Carolina Skiff JV17, bringing it back to life, giving it the life it deserves. I'm taking out the trolling motor battery right now. I was going to bring it home and charge it, but both of the terminals were just corroded, like bad. But I wanted to show you this because when does this ever happen? Like, if you've been messing with corroded bolts in your life, you know this has never happened. You see how bad this bolt is? Like, this is what it's supposed to look like. This one obviously was corroded too. It came off without any hassle, but this one just kept breaking to pieces. But look at this, hopefully you can see this, because this is, even with how much it's broken off, it's the remnants, the little like leftover sleeve, I can't grab it, is actually coming off. Like, in just a second, I'm gonna show you like the just last remnants of this bolt, but just the fact that it's coming off still, I mean, shout out to WD-40. Look at what we're working with right here, and it's still turning off. That's like really a blessing, because I already brought out the drill and the chisel, and I thought I was about to have to go to war with this bolt. Look at this. No way, dude. No way. Dropped it. Look at this. Look at this remnant of a bolt that came off. That just saved me like 2 hours to my day at least. Look at the side-by-side comparison between these two bolts. No way. Dude, what a blessing that this just came off. I figure I'd give you a good overview of the boat itself. This is a Carolina Skiff J17, or JV17. So it has the V hull. This shape is like, gotta be one of my favorite shapes that I've seen on a 17-foot boat in so long. Because I've always loved Carolina Skiffs. If you live in Florida, you gotta have one at least some point in your life. But I don't really like the flat bottom boat. So having this V set up, I had to grab it when I saw it. I bought it for $6,800. Has a 2011 Mercury 40 4-stroke. Works great, works perfectly. It just has a crack up in the cowling up here, which is kind of annoying. I thought it'd be a little bit cheaper, but when I was looking up cowlings on eBay, they're like $400. But for the rest of the boat, no complaints really. I spent a long time yesterday cleaning out these hatches. You couldn't even see the bottom of this boat before yesterday. This is where the gas tank goes. I sprayed some like degreaser all over it. It was really dirty. So I'm gonna clean that up and then put it back in its respective place. Came with a bimini and in good condition. Yesterday as well, it had a bunch of stuff up here. It had like a really outdated Humminbird GPS up top. I took that off, and I'll probably replace it with a Garmin Striker 4 right here in the middle. I put these two recessed like flush mounted cup holders in there as well yesterday. It was I might try and put a picture in there of what it looked like before, but it was just super cluttered and like two mismatched cup holders up top. Replace these rod holders. There's one on each side, in the back as well. I honestly really like that there's a seat on the front of the center console. Finding a 17-foot skiff with a seat like this for the price is really hard to come by. Mounted up here for a trolling motor, I bought a Minn Kota Riptide the other day, and I brought the trolling motor into Home Depot so I could get the correct bolts for it. And when I was walking out, I dropped the trolling motor and I broke the skeg off of it. So I have some like construction adhesive and like some clamps. I'm trying to clamp it back on. But when I get that, I'll put it back, and it'll pretty much be a completed boat at that point. Other than that, you can kind of see I started wet sanding and rubbing compound. This side, it used to have a big sticker on the side that said the SS Scallywag. Took those off, but it left a lot of discoloration. So I took the stickers off. I don't know if you can see. You can kind of see where it said it. I'm gonna have to wet sand once more, and then use some of that Meguiar's Diamond Cut. The Meguiar's Diamond Cut rubbing compound is like, honestly, I can never go to a different rubbing compound. I've used it on some really, really seriously sun-faded cars, boats. It brings the shine right back. Throw some Meguiar's polish on there. It's a done deal. I might do that to the cowling as well. Nice and faded. Bring that back to life. And you know, even though it has the cracks, just bring it back to life a little bit, and kind of put lipstick on a pig and just leave it as is. It's not that bad. Things could be worse. Tilt and trim. Oh, tilt, not trim. Works great though. It's a turnkey boat for 6,800 bucks. I felt like you can't beat it. I'm gonna clean it up, finish all of this, the little things, add a couple extras like what I said, the GPS, the trolling motor, the rod holders, wax it up, shine it up, throw the bimini on it, take better pictures than what the guy originally had posted, and then probably list it for at least $9.95. Coming into summertime, 17-foot skiffs with the center console, like steering mount, trolling motor, newer Mercury 4-stroke. That's a $9,500 boat all day here in Florida. But in the meantime, we'll also be able to take it out and maybe catch a couple fish. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of leave it there. If I do anything else cool today, I'll film it. But if not, I really just wanted to share that experience with you with the corroded bolt. I've never been this lucky before in my entire life as far as corrosion on bolts. When it gets to that point, you know, like you just signed your whole day away. So dang, I'm taking this win, and I might have to celebrate. I might have to go to maybe Chili's for dinner or something. Celebrate with a chicken sandwich. Anyways, I'm getting back to it. Appreciate you watching. I'm gonna do a lot more boat content like this. Maybe some Jeep content, maybe some truck content, but I like to fix things, buy them for cheap, make them cool, clean them up, and then sell them for more, sometimes double. But this one, can't complain, man. She looks pretty good as is, but we can always make it better. Two things that I would like your advice on. The first being, hold on, there's a bee in here. Shoot. Oh, you can stay. But should I tint the windshield? I know it's all cracked and damaged just from the sun, but I tinted my previous Pathfinder and it kind of made those cracks invisible. So I'm considering doing that. And then secondly, I'm considering, this is kind of just dead space under here. If you can see, the live well doesn't go that far. So right here, should I put a recessed cup holder on either side of here as well? Because this is where you'll be sitting. I feel like it would be like convenient, but in these 17-foot boats, you get a lot of like water splash up over here. So maybe I'll take it out for the first time and see how the water's hitting right here, and then go from there. These two cup holders might be fine, but we'll see. Another thing that I'm gonna have to like touch up on is this like steering rod. if you leave it for a little while, it gets pretty tight. Pretty easy fix though. I've done this a handful of times, so once I get to fixing that, I'll bring you guys along. If you know batteries, you know how heavy these things are. I'm really gonna give it my all to lift it with the one hand and put it in this special spot I got in the car right here. We're gonna give it all we got. All right. Putting it in the old workshop. Got enough tools back here to fix just about anything. Paint, correct, whatever. Rebuild the whole car just about with the tools I got back there. That's been my workshop for the past couple of years, ever since I gave up my garage. I don't have anywhere to store tools or anything, so I keep just about everything back here. Make sure these go back on the right spots. That's probably wrong, but I'll figure that out at some point. Cool. Spare tire. Here's some other stuff that came with it as well. Two really nice dock lines. I usually go cheap on my dock lines, but these are nice. Probably West Marine with the navy blue. Super nautical. Self bilge, couple paddles, all of the safety equipment. 3 vests, two vests and 1 throwable, the fire extinguisher, and a bunch of just other little stuff, 2 anchors, which is nice because I hate buying something and then just immediately having to go and buy all the same safety equipment over and over again. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful day out here. Probably 70 degrees now. I accidentally caught a nasty sunburn the other day when I was out here working for like 4 hours. Popped the tee off, and because of the breeze, I didn't even feel the sun. So I've been having the old lady rub aloe down on my back for the past couple of days. No complaints there, honestly, so I wouldn't mind just a consistent sunburn all year. Constantly getting the old aloe rub. Anywho, nothing else exciting going on right now. Might just tidy up this gas tank. Yeah, that might be cool. I'll bring you along for that. So, like I said, I use this foaming degreaser. I kind of just shake it up, spray it all over, let it kind of do its thing for a little bit. And it doesn't really matter if anything gets in here, because I'm gonna empty the whole tank out and put fresh gas in it and some additives, so it can really do whatever I want with it and not have to worry about anything. But just spraying it down, and then I'm gonna grab a sponge and take it over to the wash down station. There's definitely a method to my madness, but every once in a while I seriously just cannot find the little things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a sponge right now. There's gotta be one. I swear I was using a sponge the other day. Don't need a magic eraser, although at some point I may need a magic eraser. Not exactly in this particular application. There we go. I knew you were in there. All right, gonna take this bad boy over to the wash down. Really just gonna give it a good rinse down first, get all of the heavy stuff off before I hit it with my sponge. And with that degreaser and everything, almost everything comes off, but this thing has been back there under some dirt and leaves for probably a solid year now. So it might take a little more elbow grease. No worries. Oh yeah. That's coming off nicely. This thing's gonna look brand new. sometimes all it takes is just a little elbow grease. Seriously, I saw one of these on sale yesterday. It was on rollback at Walmart, which it was 50 bucks, which honestly still is a good deal for these 6-gallon tanks. But I mean, look at this. This is gonna take me 5 minutes, save me 60 bucks. And no complaints about that. Kind of just agitate all the dirt. The degreaser really did the hard work. But we're just gonna agitate this and then give it another spray. This will be like it just came off the shelf. Easy. All right, just finished up the old spit shine. About to go throw it back in the boat. But I mean, can't complain. It looks like a, you know, cleaned up old gas tank. That's all we can hope for. Took maybe 3 or 4 minutes. I think it'll make it look real nice back in that compartment over there. But now I'm gonna take it over and I'm gonna like empty this gas into some other gas tanks, and then so that way I can put it over there, let it dry before I put all the new gas and the additives in there. So I have it over here drying up now. Obviously this is the bottom, so not a huge deal on what it looks like. To be honest, I would kind of prefer like a 12-gallon, but you can only fit one singular 6-gallon tank back here. So when I put it back in, I might go back and get the one from Walmart, maybe double up, but you can only fit one through here and into this side. That side's taken up by another live well. So I'm gonna have to think of how, because this spot over here could easily fit a bigger tank. You just can't get it in there. So I'm gonna have some thinking to do about that one. Regardless though, it looks great. It's sitting over there drying. I really wish that I started filming this video before putting these cup holders in, because I have a pretty unique way of doing that. I also wish I brought you guys along for the removing of the stickers, because I know that's a pretty satisfying process. After the compound and everything, I definitely have it shining, just minus the a little bit of discoloration, but it looks like the sun may have taken care of that. Regardless, I wish I could have taken you guys along for that, because that really was the big difference here. All this other stuff is just cleaning up bits and ends, but that was like the major. I'm definitely going to take off these controls and sand them down and throw a fresh coat of paint on them. Just little stuff like that. Other than that, I might just wrap the video here and start another video maybe the day we toss her in the water. Maiden voyage, 17-foot Carolina Skiff JV17 Mercury 40 4-stroke Minn Kota riptide up front. If you have any suggestions of something I should do, let me know. Until then, peace.